everybody, it's Chris Eads, known online as Wootini, here with another Gay Gamer video podcast. I did not go to the movies this week because it's January and there are no good movies coming out in January, really. So when I had the opportunity, I was like, you know what, let me just take the week off. I was like, let me not see something I don't really think I'll like. So no movie, it's all games this week. And I did actually play some Super Mario RPG. I had to, alternate and say, you know what, tonight I'm going to play some Super Mario RPG instead of Avatar. So I did get in some of that because I am still obviously playing Animal Crossing every day. And I have been spending a little more time this past week on Disney Dreamlight Valley because firstly, I wanted to make sure I completed the star path, the holiday star path, and get as many points as I can get there, which I am now at the point where they're not adding new tasks for me to do. I'm running out of tasks because they're like, we're done. And I don't know if that's because they only give you a certain number of tasks, or if it's like a timed thing where like, okay, we're not going to give you any new tasks, finish up what you got, because I think it ends like this next week or something. But I wanted to get as many points as I could because you can exchange those points for moonstones, which you can then use to buy a special, then I can use those moonstones on the next star path to get better stuff. But I've also, in addition to that, I'm determined to get Prince Eric to my village because I have all the other characters now, except for him. So I've been like talking to and doing favors and like giving gifts to Ariel and Ursula, trying to level up their friendship. And I finally got Ariel to level 10 and did her final quest, her final mission, whatever. I'm still working on Ursula. I've got her up to 9. I figure a couple more days of gift giving and maybe I can get her to 10, and then we can bring Prince Eric to the valley. And I will have every character, until the DLC. Or they add another character, who knows. So I have been spending a little extra time on the Disney Dreamlight Valley. And then, of course, I am still playing Avatar. And I continue to enjoy Avatar despite the things I complained about in the last episode. But what's really driving me crazy it's not the leveling up system and the equipment and the weapons and whatever. It's the AI, the enemy AI. It makes me insane because the game seems to want you to like stealth your way through the missions, but it doesn't work because you make one wrong move and the enemies swarm on you and they don't give up. You can't like hide and then they go, where'd he go? And I'm like, they come at you and they will kill you. And I'm like, if you want us to stealth our way through these missions in Avatar, you need to make the enemy AI dumb, like in Assassin's Creed, So it's interesting that Ubisoft was like, no, the enemies are smarter. Like yesterday, because the thing is that when you defeat one of the RDA installations, like if it's a small one, you kill people, whatever. But in the big ones, you're kind of meant to go through it and not engage the humans and like sneak your way through and like sabotage everything and destroy the place, and then they flee in terror as everything blows up. Because once you sabotage the complex, like the central control center opens up and you go in there, and every time I go in there, there's like rewards and stuff, there's like chests and stuff, and you get like weapons or armor and like information and whatever. And every time I do it, he goes, oh, I shouldn't have made so much noise. There's a lot of stuff missing, whatever. So like, if I was quieter, then that open chest would be closed and there'd be something cool in it, but because I made noise and I killed a bunch of people, I don't get whatever was supposed to be in that chest. And I don't know what that would have been. Hopefully it's not like really good weapons and armor, because that would suck, because I would like that. But there's literally no way to do it quietly. Like, it's so annoying. Like, I'm constantly being seen. Like, the enemies are really observant, and if one sees you, they will start shooting at you, and every other enemy will come swarming in and shoot at you too. And there's no escaping them. Like, yesterday I did a mission where I blew up one of their airships from a distance, and it didn't put the base on alert. One guy came running over, like, hey, why did the ship blow up? And I went to take him out, but he moved and I missed. And he was like, hey, I just got shot at. Bang, bang, bang. And he starts shooting back at me, which then alerts everyone else. And they all start swarming over saying, hey, who are you shooting at? Can we help you shoot at them? And I'm like, God dang it. So then I had to run around the other side of the base, and I snuck up inside, and I managed to get inside of a room. I entered in a security code and went inside of the control center. And I thought, okay, the door's shut. And I thought, okay, I'm safe. I can take a breath. I can regroup and figure out my new strategy of like where to go and what to do to take out this base. Except they fucking found me and opened the door and start shooting at me. And I was like, God dang it. Thankfully, I was able to take them out because, doorway, so they funneled, and I was able to just take them out one by one, and it was fine. But it's just like, Ubisoft, if you want us to stealth through the missions, you have to make it possible to stealth through the missions. These guys are too smart, so it's annoying. So, yeah, that's really frustrating, but it doesn't make it unplayable. It just makes it annoying. And then on top of that, I also decided, speaking of Ubisoft, they released a demo for the new Prince of Persia game. And I thought, let me try it. I know, if you watch this regularly, you know I am not a fan of platformers. So side-scrolling platformers are not my bag. I'm not good at them, so I don't like them. And, but I thought, let me just try it, just for fun. It'll take 3 seconds to download, whatever. So I downloaded the demo, and I said, let me just give it a try. I lasted 5 minutes. It was embarrassing. Like, the demo starts, and it's all like, hey, we created a special demo for you that, like, won't spoil the storyline, but gives you a nice, sampling of all the features and gameplay and stuff. And I thought, oh, that's really a good idea. Like, take little bits and bobs and make a separate demo that doesn't spoil the main story. Not that I care, because I'm not going to play it. But it's a nice idea. The game starts, there's some dialogue. They're like, let's go in here and we got to rescue somebody or something. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. And then I start, running left to right, jumping, attacking the enemies, slashing, jumping, swerving. Everything's fine. I'm going down and going up, but going left and right and whatever. Everything was fine until like 5 minutes into the demo, and they're like, jump off this wall and grab this pole. And I'm like, okay, I had a little trouble with the wall jumping earlier. We had to jump up a wall and jump onto that wall and then jump on the platform up here. But it was fine. I could not jump on that pole to save my life. I lost track of how many times I tried. And of course, every time you jump and miss the pole and jump back down, you go back to the wall to try again, and the pop-up is like, jump off the wall and grab the pole. And I'm like, I know what to do. I just can't do it. It's not happening. I don't know why I'm not getting enough height. It's really annoying. And I finally did eventually grab the pole, and I started swinging. And then it was like, press X to release and jump again. And I'm like, okay, well, not on the spiky wall. We'll jump off that wall. And so I jump up to the wall, and of course, I don't get enough height to get to the next pole. And I'm like, I don't know how many fucking poles there are here, but I'm done. That's it. I can't do this. Like, jumping off the wall and onto the pole, that's clearly, like, gonna happen all over the place in this game. So if I can't even do it once, forget it. It's not happening. Shut it down, deleted the demo, we're done. Like, it's not happening. So that was embarrassing. But, like I said, I was probably never going to play it, and now I know I'm never going to play it. If you like platformers, I liked the graphical style. I thought it was fun. Like, it looked good. It played well, except for that I can't do the platforming, but, So if you're good at platformers, you might want to check it out. Me, not so much. And then finally, I started a new old game. I restarted a game that I had played before. I know I normally never replay games, although Mass Effect was a That was an odd one, but it was free, so whatever. And there was nothing else out at the time. No, basically, I decided to restart Ring Fit Adventure. If you're a long-time watcher, you may not have noticed because it happened gradually over time, but if you go back to my YouTube page and scroll down through all my videos, you'll notice that, videos in the hundreds and 200s and maybe even the 300s, I was a lot skinnier. I'm older. I'm getting out of shape. I am putting on weight. It's not great. I don't like it. So I thought, you know what? This is something simple and easy that I can do a little bit every day. I liked it when I played Ring Fit before. I just didn't stick with it. And when I tried it, I turned it back on, and just to see where I was, and I was at World 20, and I Googled, and it turns out there's 60 something worlds, but they're the back end is all duplicate worlds, and they just redo them with harder stuff. The main game is 23 worlds. And I'm if I had just stuck with it for another couple of months, I could have finished the full storyline. I did not. I just kept wondering. I'm this game just keeps going. Does it end? Is there an end to this story? There is, apparently. So this time I'm kind of determined to reach it. I don't know if I will. But I went in, and you can't start a new game. What I had to do was go into my Switch system settings and basically delete my game so that I could start a new one, fresh. So, because I didn't want to jump back in, because it's you haven't played, because when I went to check how many worlds I had done and where I was in the game, it was you haven't played this in a while. Do you want me to lower the difficulty for you? And I'm do what you want. I'm not actually playing it. I'm just checking to see where I left off before I delete it. Because I didn't want to jump back in, because it's the end of the game, so it's going to be crazy hard, and I'm way out of shape, and even lowering the difficulty probably isn't going to help me. And B, I would have to relearn all of the gameplay elements, and the items and the clothes and the whatever, and the strategies and stuff. And I was I'd rather not. So I just deleted my save game, started fresh, and started a new person, because I am out of shape and I would like to ease into it. I would like to ease into the fitness and ease into the gameplay so that I can learn things one at a time and not everything all at once. I can relearn it bit by bit. So I've done that for a few days. My plan is I want to try to get up a little earlier every day and do a little Ring Fit before work, because I work from home, so I don't have a commute. So getting up early for work, getting up earlier isn't even that early. So I should be able to do it. I don't know if I will, but we shall see. So come back next episode and see if I've played Ring Fit Adventure at all during the week before work. I'll see you then. Bye.